Hello, YouTube. I am now going to start a new conservation project. And as you can see, it is the Action Comics. And I am going to do a full conservation of this book. So what does a full conservation of this book mean? I'll tell you what it means. I am going to do everything that I know, that I have learned, in order to make this book a book that you can, could anyone guess it, read and enjoy without having it fall apart, disintegrate, further have it being ripped, all those fun things. And when I was away in Myrtle Beach, I did some soul searching, and I said to myself, listen, I know there was a time not too long ago that I was drifting away from doing conservation work based on some debates and negative commentary and things of that nature that I receive. And I said to myself, you know what? F it. And I'm not going to use a curse, but everyone knows when I say F it. And when I say F it, I'm going to say I F it and do what I want. Do what I think is right. And I like, since I'm a child of the 80s, I like to quote Mr. T, and I say, I do what I want. I'm Mr. T. So I'll do what I want. And this book is screaming for conservation. Now, this first upload of this series is going to discuss what the book needs. I also want to thank my viewers and the people who comment, because I realize that a large part of my following really enjoys when I conserve books, when I show the process, when I do leaf casting, tape removal, all of those things that I've done in the past. And I felt that I let you guys down drifting away from it. So I'm here, I'm back, and I'm going to do what I want. And I hope you enjoy it, and we're going to make this Action Comics book a lot better. So what's the deal with this book? The deal with this book is that the whole spine is taped. So the spine is split. I don't know if the camera is picking it up. And it's Scotch tape, or a form of Scotch tape that a prior owner actually used. So we have a double whammy with this book. This classic Action Comics with Superman paving the way for an American courier delivering dispatches to troops during World War II. So we're going to have to work on something in relation to removing this tape. I can't have this tape present. Now, we also have tape, like I said, that is connected or attached to the first wrap. So we're going to have to remove that. And that is step one. So step one is to remove the tape and to separate the cover from the first wrap. Now, I don't know if the staples are present, and unfortunately, it looks like there's only a single staple in the center of the book. So as with Wiz Comics, I'm guessing, and I don't know that much about Action Comics, but it looks like there may just be a single staple that was used. And this was because of the war that was taking place. And there you go. There is the single staple in the center of the book. So what I think that I want to do and what needs to be done is I have to try to flatten this book out. And I know there are people out there who conserve books, and when I flatten books out in the past, coincidentally, they make uploads on Instagram saying how they never flatten out books because it will run risk of splitting the whole spine. But I find that incredulous. I find that unbelievable, because if you leaf cast the cover, what are you doing? You're flattening out the book. If you leaf cast interior pages, you have to flatten out the books. So that is an example of one of my critiques that I feel people are just putting out there just to go against what I do. But whatever, I don't care. Now, another issue with this book is that I do have a piece of the Superman that was barely hanging on, and there it is. It's reversed now. So what I want to try to do is, that's an essential part of the book, in my opinion. Although it being a small piece, I want to try to reattach that. So before I do any type of leaf casting, and believe me, we're going to do leaf casting on this book, I want to try to attach that so we have it, because every little piece of this book, in my opinion, is an essential piece. So what do I want to do? Step one, I am going to put this book in my humidity chamber. And the humidity chamber that I'm going to use, I've used for the 4-color books in the past in relation to the Mickey Mouse and the Dumbo, which I am still going to finish. So the Dumbo is going to go along with this series. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to use my steamer. I'm just going to place it in the humidity chamber with some water underneath the grates. I'm not going to go crazy, and we're going to let time in the humidity chamber, let the pages relax, and then hopefully my goal, look at that beautiful, right here, we got more Nazi SWAT stickers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay the book in like this, let it relax, and then the main goal will be to try to disassemble it. And if I have to have the first wrap and the cover removed together, that's no problem. And we'll work on separating the tape from the first wrap, and then we're going to do the tape removal. And just a precursor in relation to the tape removal, I am not using heat. I'm not going to use anything of that fashion. The only thing that I believe I'm going to use to separate the tape is solvents. I think that is the best course for this book, because I really don't want to lose any of the graphics. If I lose any of the graphics, I will be upset, and my main goal is not to lose graphics. So we got plenty of work to do with this book. Leaf casting, we have tape removal, we may have to do some form of deacidification, and I'll show everyone in this series how I perform deacidification tests. These are pH tabs or sticks that I use, and I'll show you how I do it. And I know a few of my viewers asked how I do it, and I'm going to do it for them. So that's where we begin, and stay tuned. This is going to be a long series. I hope you stick with me. And before I put it in the humidity chamber, I'm just going to lay it on the workbench, just like that. And I'm gonna keep it there for a little bit, and we'll let it sit. No weight, just the weight of the book itself will slowly let the book drop. And then next upload, we'll get the humidity chamber set up, and then we'll take it from there. So stay tuned, YouTube, and I hope you come along for the ride, because this book does have a lot of bug damage. That bug, or it is a bug because it looks like little bites, and the bugs must have ate it. And we're gonna fix all that, although with leaf casting. So stay tuned, and thanks for your support.